I don't think that the Lord and all of his disciples could have stopped the Lakers.
This team, this organization, this city, the Lakers are NBA champions once again.
Your drive is there to be the best.
The night and the championship belong to the Los Angeles Lakers.
You're now tuned in to the LakersSource Podcast.
What's up, everybody? It's your host, Rance G, with another episode of the LakersSource Podcast for Sunday, July 16th, 2017. Everybody tuning in, if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Twitter at LakersSource. I'll keep you up to date on everything that has to do with the Los Angeles Lakers. So Summer League's been going on, and today we're going to talk about Summer League and my thoughts on what I've seen out of the Lakers and some of the other players on other teams, and just kind of go over where I see, the players progressing even further past Summer League. As most of you saw, we had a pretty good comeback win last night against the Brooklyn Nets, who were playing, a few of their starters actually from their actual regular team, their normal roster, and they actually have their head coach over there too. So it was a challenge. Those guys were experienced. The Lakers, they got down a couple times by double digits, and we fought back for a win. Lonzo almost had another triple-double. He looked a little bit fatigued. You can tell that, having, 4 games in 6 nights or whatever they've had, that's getting to him. But, it's only going to be good for him because he's going to have to get, in better shape and a little stronger, better condition going into the NBA season. It's a long-haul 82-game season and more if you get to the playoffs. So that's good for him. Plus, it's also good for the chemistry of the team. I think they're really starting to gel. I think you can see that. They're all passing the ball well. They're all in the correct spots for Lonzo. He's finding the open man, and the guys are doing a good job of knocking down their shots. And speaking of that, Vanderbilt had 27 points. Kyle Kuzma had another great game, 26 points. So the Lakers, they looked good. They came back, and it's going to be exciting. Later today, we play the Dallas Mavericks for the semifinals. If we win, we will be headed to the Summer League Finals, the Summer League Championship. So 2 more wins, and the Summer League Championship is ours, which is kind of what their goal was. Well, I know it was Lonzo's goal and some of the other guys and the head coach and Jed Buechler. So it's going to be exciting to see if the Lakers can pull this off, and I think it'll be really, really good for the confidence of all those guys heading into training camp if they can pull this Summer League championship off. Plus, it'll give them all extra energy, a little bit more positive outlook on their training after Summer League, between training camp. They'll all work harder on their games. They'll all be a lot more excited for the upcoming season, and I think it'll be really good for our players, especially the younger guys. So, some other players that have been going on this Summer League's been really good. I feel like, I know Zubac said after the game that, he's struggling, and I'll touch on him for a minute. I was pretty hard on Lonzo after his first game, but he's getting better each game. And then, and of course he was a little fatigued tonight, but he still was able to get, 14 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, I think. So he still had a pretty solid game. That's a pretty darn good game, so. But Zubac, he's kind of looked like a fish out of water at times, and I noticed that in his interview after the game tonight, he said that the guys, or the last night actually, the interview after the game last night, Zubac said that the speed is much different this year in Summer League. Every team's playing a lot faster. With Lonzo, it's a lot faster. He looks to push the ball up. And I heard Lonzo, and I heard someone say the other day that they're not even really running too many sets. They're just letting Lonzo, get a feel for the game, letting him penetrate, find the open man, and let him make the plays. They're not really doing too many, organized plays or anything. They're just letting Lonzo do his thing out there. So that could be hard for Zubac, I know, because he's kind of that traditional center. He can hit a jump shot, and that helps him, and he's hit a few in the Summer League. But what's really bothered me is, he hasn't had too many blocked shots. He's had a couple, but I thought Zubac was going to be out there blocking a lot more shots, being more of a rim protector than he has been, and he's finishing bad around the rim. He's not finishing very well at all around the rim, and that's kind of what the most unsettling thing for me to see is. Like last year, and he had that nice little turnaround, little hook. He had different moves that he could use to finish around the rim, and he's still doing it. He's finished a few shots, but I mean, Lonzo could have had 15 assists tonight if Zubac and a couple of the other guys would have been able to finish near the rim. So I think he's got to work on that. He's got to get a couple more moves, maybe just a pump fake, look for the contact, and get to the free throw line if you're not going to be able to dunk it. And I like what Zubac said. He after the game, he said that that's exactly what he needs to do. He needs to be more aggressive and try to dunk it every single time he gets close. Because if he doesn't dunk it, then there's a good chance he'll be going to the free throw line. So I think that's going to be good, and I think that'll help him out, and I think that'll get his confidence going. I think he's having a little, confidence issues right now just because he's played kind of rough, but, he's got to get past that. He's got to realize every game's a new game, and I think that's what I really liked about Lonzo is he had a bad game that first game, but you could tell that he didn't let it bother him, and he has been playing pretty awesome since then. So it's good to see that. Kyle Kuzma from Utah, man, he's balling. He's looking like the steal of the first round right now. 27th overall pick in this year's draft. He's doing great, averaging like 19.8 points, basically averaging 20 points a game through the summer league, which is better than Jason Tatum. And I know that a lot of people will say, well, Tatum doesn't have a point guard that's going to get him the looks like Lonzo gets Kuzma, but whatever, it doesn't matter. You still got to make those looks, and the pump fakes that Kuzma added tonight were awesome. Teams are closing out a little bit quicker on him because they've recognized that he can actually hit that three, and it's huge that he can knock down that shot for being a four. And if he keeps this up and keeps showing, and he shows through the preseason and early on in the season that he can be a really good member of the rotation and really hit those outside jumpers, we could see Randall's minutes becoming less and less as Kuzma, gets more opportunity. Just simply because, they're both pretty much the same sides. Kuzma plays good defense. He gets rebounds. He slashes hard to the basket. He runs the floor insanely well, which Randall does too. Randall's a great athlete. But Kuzma can catch the passes long from Lonzo. There's chemistry with him and Lonzo. It's crazy. I was saying on Twitter the other day that, we got Zoe Montana and Jerry Kuzma out there just throwing long bombs and catching perfect passes and finishing. And it's been fun to watch. And I think that there's a good chance Kyle Kuzma gets in the rotation early on, especially if he continues to play like this through the training camp and preseason and so on. But he's been the biggest surprise to me. He's played great. Thomas Bryant's had his moments, but it's kind of been up and down, which is to be expected. He's kind of a project player anyways, I see. He can hit a open shot if he's there, which is great, and he's kind of big. I like his passion and his energy. He's just gotta finish a little bit better. I know he's missed several dunks, which is, it's not good to see, but, he can work on that. It could be just a focus thing. He gets excited when he's out there, trying a little too hard. But Thomas Bryant, I think he'll be all right. Josh Hart, I thought Josh Hart was playing well in the games that he did play. Then he got the injury, so it's tough to see, tough to tell what's going to happen with him. And then, of course, we all saw Caruso have that big game. And he's a solid player. I know that the Lakers gave him a two-way contract, and I don't know. I don't know if he makes the team or not. We'll see. I think he'll be on the D-League team, and they'll keep him around that way at least. But I don't know if he'll make the actual roster. He could very well do that. I honestly think Vanderblue deserves that spot more than he did, and I was really critical of Vanderblue early on because I think he's still in that. I'm the G League MVP. I kind of carry my team. I'm the the whole team revolves around me, and I'm the guy that's got to go out and get the points every night. He was kind of still in that mode, and where he really wasn't playing within the, the confines of the game, the team game that Lonzo likes to play with, creating the extra passes for other guys and being really good at the hockey assist. I've seen Lonzo. Lonzo thinks ahead one move, and he's really gifted offensively. Like maybe his shot's not falling right now, but everything else offensively, other than him scoring right now, is amazing. Like I've seen him multiple times this summer league look over and skip over an easy pass to a guy that's open right next to him and pass it over the defender's head to a guy that is further away than the easy pass is. I'm trying to explain this the best I can. So let's say that Lonzo's on the right wing and there's a guy at the top of the key semi-open for a three, and there's only one defender between him and another player on the far left wing. Well, Lonzo will skip over passing to the guy closest to him that's semi-open and pass it to the guy that's across the court, and then allow that guy that's across the court to then pass to the person at the top of the key as soon as the defense gets drawn over to the guy that's on the left wing. And I saw Lonzo do it. It's kind of like a hockey assist. So you'll see Lonzo pass it across the court and allow the person that he is passing to then to make the pass that gets the guy completely open for a shot. And I think Lonzo recognizes that, and I hope that made sense. But it's the best way to describe it is basically Lonzo is not only good at assists, but the hockey assist. He sees the play ahead of the play, if that makes sense. So that's exciting. He's a really good player. I was super critical of Lonzo after that first game, but mainly, and it wasn't just the first game. There was a lot of different things because there was so much hype around him and what all the things his dad says. I like his dad. I like what he's doing. He's a good person. He's a good dad. So it's nothing like that. It's just you're putting so much pressure on Lonzo, and I thought that he was be ready for it after that first game, but whatever. Who cares? It's summer league and. I overreacted on that, and just like a lot of people were saying, these guys are young, you got to just chill out and just watch them grow and watch them get a lot better, which is exactly what I've done since then, and it's been fun. It's been fun watching Lonzo, and his passing's insane. His offensive, handling the offense and controlling the offense and finding the open guy has been really awesome. And I love it. It's been awesome. It's been so fun to watch. Some of the other players that have played. Travis Ware, he's hit some open shots. I thought he's done well. Matt Thomas, he's had his spots here and there, hit a couple good shots that in crunch time to help us out. But overall, the Lakers Summer League team, it's been fun to watch. I've had several friends and several people tell me that this is the first time that they've really watched every minute of Summer League like this, and it's partly because of Lonzo and the attention and all the buzz surrounding him. But it's just I feel like all the teams in Summer League are playing hard, it's almost like real basketball. It's almost like college, tournament intensity, competitiveness. There's not anybody really taking any plays off. There's not anybody lollygagging up and down the court. They are playing hard. Of course, they're trying to make teams and all that, but even if they're already guaranteed a spot on a team, if you're a high lottery pick from this year's draft or whatever, the teams are playing hard. It's been exciting. It's been great basketball. I've watched several different games. I know that, just talking about some of the players, Josh Jackson's been playing great for Phoenix. Dennis Smith's been playing great for Dallas. Justin Jackson's been playing really good for Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox has had some good games. This class is great. This is a stacked class. Fultz was playing good before he got hurt. Trying to think of some other players. I think the only player that has been kind of a letdown or not really shown much or looks like he has a ways to go is Jonathan Isaac from Florida State, which he's down there in Orlando with the Magic. I think he's the only guy that I've watched a couple games of that doesn't look as impressive as some of the other players. Tatum, I didn't even mention Tatum. He's played great. So there's a lot of players doing really well, and it's going to be this class. This class could definitely go down as one of the deepest, one of the best classes in the NBA over the last 20 to 30 years. I don't think it's too early to say that because I really believe it. I believe that when it's all said and done, they're going to be looking at this class like it was the 03 LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Bosh, Carmelo class. I think there's going to be a lot of players. I think there's a chance for about 6 or 7 of these guys to be all-stars down the road and be really, really good players and be the new NBA that we see, or be the new players in the new NBA we'll see here in the next coming years when guys like LeBron and, Chris Paul and a few of those guys retire. These are the guys that could take their spot. So it's going to be exciting to watch basketball over the next few years. I'm really excited for it. I'm excited for Lakers basketball especially. We got a lot of young players. We got a lot of cap room next summer. There's a lot can happen quickly for this Lakers team, and I think this year is going to be all about trying to get that 8th spot in the playoffs. I think we've got a really, really good chance at it if we can gel and play good defense. That's going to be the key because I think offensively we'll get it figured out. We've got some great offensive players. We've got Lonzo. He'll make the open play, or he'll make the pass to get the the open shot, and he'll run the offense well. We got Brook Lopez, who's a good scorer. Caldwell Pope can light it up and get going in a hurry. He can he's a got the microwave trait from 2K. He can hit a couple shots and then it's off to the races, and he's ready to score all night long. Ingram, we don't know what he's going to look like yet in the regular season. He looked absolutely awesome. He looked phenomenal in the summer league and playing more physical, looked stronger, shooting better. I saw that the Lakers deconstructed his jump shot, which it was really weird for me last year to watch Ingram shoot and miss so much, because I watched him at Duke. I watched every single game at Duke that he played, and he shot the ball really well in college. He shot over 40% from three, and he was a really good player and a really good shooter, and it was weird to watch him miss so many shots last year and shoot such a poor percentage. But I think it was because he tried to change his shot a little bit after college, leading into last year, and it didn't really work out for him. So the Lakers went back to the drawing board this offseason and completely reworked his shot. And from the one game we watched, he was knocking him down. So hopefully he continues to work on that and is even better and is back to shooting his college numbers as far as percentage goes. So, and then we got Randall, great offensive player, really versatile guy. And like I said, we'll be good offensively. I think we'll be fine. We got to work on defense. If we can play some tough defense and really get chemistry going and run the floor hard, we've got it. That's another thing. I think there's two things that we can do that really can make us a lot more competitive. I think we're already better. I want to give Magic Johnson and Rob Pelinka a lot of credit, and a lot of people, need to realize how much better this team is right now than we were at this point last year. It's kind of crazy to see just in a few short months the transformation that Rob and Magic have had and been able to pull off on this team. We're going to have 3 new starters. That's right there is exciting in itself, especially when 2 of them are established players. KCP, Kentavious, is a really good two-way player, great defender, can really light it up quickly on the scoreboard, good shooter, good scorer, he can run the floor. And, Brook Lopez, who's a great shooter, like most people have said, he's the best shooting 5 in the NBA. He's the only one of them that's 7 foot tall and can really go out there and shoot threes consistently from the 5 position. So we've got some really good players at it. And then, you add in Lonzo Ball, and whenever he gets chemistry and gets used to playing with those guys that are real NBA players that are really super talented. There's no telling what Lonzo could do as far as being able to make plays for others. Lonzo's really got to work on his shot, though. His shot's not falling, and it's had some bad, ugly misses, some air balls. So he's got to work on that. He's got to get his conditioning, and that could be a conditioning thing, a fatigue thing. But his shot is a little funky. We all knew that coming in, and I think that it hurts him in the mid-range game. So hopefully that he can get that figured out, and they can tweak that a little bit and whatever he needs to do to be able to knock at least. If you're not going to have a mid-range game, you've either got to be really good at creating contact and getting to the line, how kind of like a James Harden does. As far as when he drives, he goes to the free throw line so many times a game, it's ridiculous. But if Lonzo can get there and drive to the basket really hard and either have defenses collapse on him so he can make the kick out, and they're gonna. I know that it's gonna happen. I mean, teams are gonna realize how good of a passer Lonzo Ball is, and they're gonna start setting down on his passes. And what I mean by that is they're not gonna be leaving their man as much. They'll let Lonzo try to be the one that beats them with finishing near the rim. So I think Lonzo really, really needs to look at trying to get the contact and going in strong and getting to the free throw line a lot more often. So. And other than that, he'll be good. He'll be fine. He can dribble well. He can drive. He can penetrate. He can pass on another level. I've heard a lot of people start saying this, but I think it's true, man. If he keeps it up at this rate and he continues to get better here in a few years, people are going to be able to say, what Steph Curry did for the 3-pointer, Lonzo Ball will do for passing and assists, and that's exciting. It's going to be Showtime basketball. It's going to be fun to watch. And what I was getting to a minute ago, saying that how we can separate ourselves is defense, and then also running the floor and getting conditioning and getting in a lot better shape. And that's where I think Magic was 100% right, telling these guys to get their BMIs down, get their conditioning way up, and get ready to run, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to play Showtime basketball. Get guys running up and down the floor. As soon as that rebound or as soon as that shot's made, get the ball up and get your heads on the swivel because Lonzo's going to launch it to you if you're open at all. And I think we'll see a lot of guys running a lot harder, like Kuzma has and some other players have, because Lonzo's looking to get them the ball. And the Zoe effect is gonna really make our team a lot better offensively. If we just tighten it up defensively, I think we'll be in a good spot. So later today, I believe it's at 5 Pacific time that the Lakers play the Mavericks on ESPN 2, maybe. Don't hold me to that, but I think it's 5 Pacific on ESPN 2. Check it out for yourself online real quick if you want to double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's when the game is and what channel it's on. And if you don't have ESPN or ESPN2 or access to the ESPN app, but you have the internet, I'm sure you'll be able to find some links on the Reddit NBA threads. You'll be able to find several different links to watch it online somewhere. But that pretty much wraps it up for the day. Just wanted to give my thoughts on Summer League. It's been a really exciting Summer League. Like I said, there's a lot of great players. You got a lot of great young players from multiple teams. And today it's going to be exciting watching the showdown between Lonzo and Dennis Smith Jr. And hopefully Lonzo comes out on top, drops another triple-double. Lakers win, head to that Summer League championship. And we get to watch the Lakers play Monday night against, I'm not even sure who plays on the other side of the bracket, but watch the Lakers play Monday night against whoever wins that game for the Summer League championship, and really gives these guys some confidence and something to work towards. I think it's going to be exciting. Going to be a good game tomorrow. Hopefully the Lakers can pull it off. If you would, please like this video, subscribe to my channel. Share this video with your friends, please. Tell your friends about this channel. If you've got other friends that are Lakers fans, have them follow me on Twitter at LakersSource. Share my page to them, my links. If you would, please share my channel with them, and let's get this thing going, because I'm trying to grow LakersSource big time. I want to be a kind of a different feel than some of the other Lakers channels have. I want to be more personable. I want to be more animated. I might react a little differently. You might get me, criticizing our own players one day, and then the next day you might get me, talking them up, making them look like the greatest player in the world. So I want to try to switch it up a little bit and be a little different than the other Lakers pages and Lakers news channels and YouTube videos and podcasts and whatnot. And the best way I can do that is you guys continue to share my messages, continue to follow me on Twitter and stuff, keep talking with me back and forth. I love talking to you guys on Twitter. I talk with a bunch of you every day, and I consider you all my friends, even if we've never met. I don't care. I talk to you guys on a daily basis or a weekly basis. We might as well be pals. So, and even if we're not always agreeing on stuff, I don't care. That's what sports is all about. It's about opinions, having your opinion and being able to back up what your thoughts are. And it's okay if people think differently, but it's fun to engage. And I love all the Lakers fans, NBA fans. Thank you guys for everything. Until next time, I love y'all. Peace.